Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on 2022 movie entitled The Devil You Know. And the official synopsis of The Devil You Know is: after a lifetime of trouble, a man has the chance to turn things around with the love and support of his family. As he tries to do right, he finds himself spiraling into the dark place he overcame. And before I give up my review, please like the video, subscribe or comment, or just watch the video and keep going on with your day. The Devil You Know as a movie, it was just okay of a movie. It had potential to be something bigger, but at the very end, it just wasn't it. Now, when it comes to the performances of this movie does star Omar Epps, Michael Ealy, Glenn Turman, Vanessa Bell Calloway, and a few other recognizable actors and actresses that you know of. And I do know who a lot of these actresses are because I have seen them in many other TV shows. I felt like the performances, though, for the most part, they were fine. Nothing extremely special, but I felt like all of these actors, they gave out a fine performance. They did what they were given to do with the script. Now, when it comes with the story is nothing new, as this type of story has been told countless of times, many before, with someone who is gotten out of prison, trying to do things right, trying to make better choices with their life and everything else. And everything just seems to go good at first until something happens, either between them or something with their family. And that is what happens in this movie, as Omar Epps' character, his life is going good so far after trying to make changes. That is until a couple of months later, when a horrible situation that happened a few months ago comes back, and basically he suspects that one of his family members may have been involved with this horrible situation. And when he tries to do right, basically everything that could possibly go wrong does go wrong. Not just for Omar Epps' character or Marcus, but for Marcus's family as well, with everything that happens. And the ending and how it all ends is just pretty crazy when you look at it. This movie, it did have some action here and there with some violence that caught me off guard with how things transpired with some of the characters, and I couldn't believe it when that happened. The cinematography, for the most part, I felt like this movie was shot pretty well. Nothing special. Like, the directors of this movie does a good job with how this movie is being shot. Now, when it comes to some things I did not like about this movie, was that I felt like the second half of this movie started to like slow down drastically when the movie kept going forward. Like, the first act of the movie was pretty good, but as soon as the second act hit with the reveal and everything else, this movie just became a little bit unbearable in quite a few ways. Like, the progress, how good it was, started to drastically change a lot with this movie. Another thing that I did not like about this movie was that I felt like this movie somewhat jumped the shark quite a bit between the second half of this movie. Like, when it came to one of the characters and one of the actions that this person commits, I was like, this can't be happening, because what this person does, I felt like would have been something that would happen at like the very end of the movie, not in the middle of the movie. Like, I felt like this movie jumped the shark when certain scenes happened with a certain character that was just disappointing when you look at it. But I would say, despite that, The Devil You Know, it does try to do some things interesting. It tries to make things interesting when it comes to the characters and the plot of this movie. But at the very end, it doesn't work. And this movie, in my opinion, it could have been something a lot bigger. And my rating for The Devil You Know would probably have to be maybe 2.5 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.